guys, welcome back to Spanky Salt Rides and Customs. Well, we're back on the 55 Chevy pickup truck. We're going to finish up the exhaust on this truck so we can fire the motor up and get it going. Now I started out with a pre-bent manual kit, meaning that it doesn't have any kinks or anything in any of the bends. And I've made it and welded it, tacked it all together. Now I'm making some muffler brackets or exhaust hanger brackets, and I'm going to go ahead and fully weld out the rest of the system, and then we're going to go ahead and put a high heat black finish on it to where it'll withstand the elements and it'll look finished. This is a truck that's going to be driven a lot, and it just doesn't need a $2,000 exhaust system on it. So let's see what we got going on, and let's see how we can finish it.
All right, so let's get this thing welded up. Try not to catch anything on fire, and try to make sure we do a good job. Even though this is going to be a driving type truck, we want all the welds to look good. Take our time, make sure everything is properly in its place before you start putting any of these welds in. All right, let's get this stuff finished up. Now, unlike most of my welding videos, I hope nobody says anything about not having a face shield on, my helmet, or gloves, or long sleeves, because I got it all done, and I got it all done for you. So thank you guys for always trying to keep me safe in the shop, keep me on my toes.
Guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Don't throw anything away that you spent a little bit of time on. Now these are the motor mounts that we started out to use on the 36 Pontiac. And then once I got them cut, I noticed that there was drastic difference between the thickness of them. It went from like 1/4 inch on the edges to like, I don't know, 10 gauge sheet metal in the center. That's not suitable for the motor mounts, and I used some American steel on that. But I didn't throw these away. I put them in my drop box. I knew one day that I would come up with them. Now I'm trying to hang some exhaust on this car, or on this 55 Chevy truck, and they're gonna work perfect. We're going to dress them up a little bit. We're going to drill some holes in here that has no purpose whatsoever except for detail. We're going to drill one hole in the top where it's going to mount with a rubber isolator against the shock mount where the coilovers are mounted. So we'll get that done once we get the truck dropped back down, and we'll paint these when we paint the exhaust. This will be welded to the exhaust just like that right there. And we'll do both sides. It's got a little curvature in it to give it some detail, so it's just not straight up and down. That was because of the motor mounts. And I think it's just gonna work great. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can't dress these up, make something out of nothing, and yep, repurposing something that we already repurposed for something that didn't work. That's the name of the game in the hot rodding, guys. Save money where you can, get details where you can, and do it yourself. Now let's get back to the exhaust. All right, so what I've done here, I've made me a cross brace, and I made sure that it was level. Then I've gone in and I've taped up one of the exhaust pipe extensions that will go underneath the gas tank. All right, so I left room to make sure we had clearance on the gas tank, and I need to leave this the way it is so that the exhaust can come out and go back in to get painted. From here on back, I will make a stainless steel removable exhaust tubing that will be seen from the back of the truck. The reason that it will be removable is so that the exhaust can go in and out if needed. I hate for it to be to where a clamp is holding it together and it hisses at you when you're going down the street or it leaks. I like it to be fully welded and all one piece to the best of my ability to do. This being a daily driver, I did not want to put the turbo flange mounts on it that you would see like on a turbocharger or like I did on the 32 on this same exhaust. So here we'll have a slide-on exhaust pipe, and we may pie cut it, and I may use a really nice stainless steel clamp that's got one bolt that holds it together to secure that. We may have to make them if I can't find anything like that, but they make them for like radiator hoses and other different things. So if I can't find one, we'll make one Shouldn't be too hard. So let's see if we can get this other side even with this side, and then we can tack it up. So yes, this tape is only to hold it there for just a short few minutes while I get them equal. I'll come back on and I'll put some witness marks on it to where they'll stay where they're supposed to be. Now at this point, this one's off about 1/2 inch, but it'll come down when we weld in the exhaust hanger brackets that we made yesterday out of the scrap. So now let's look at it from behind. All right, so looking at it from behind, you can see that this one's gonna need to go up a little bit to match that one over there. And this may not be exactly level. I don't believe it is. You can see how it tilts back and forth, but I'll know that it's level when we make our final adjustments. All right, so at this point, I know that the floor is not level with the truck. The lift could be off just a little bit from one side or the other, but I know that this gas tank is perfectly level with where it bolts in. We are 1 1/8 inches on that side, and I am 1.5 inches on this side. So I know that this right here needs to go up about 3/8 of an inch. And there's where we're at right there. So let me get something to put up underneath here, and then we'll make some marks on the pipe, and we'll know that we can get it welded in. But now, before I weld this in, the tips on, I want to make sure that I can get the exhaust out. So I'll leave this taped up for now, but I'll make the witness marks on it to where I know I can get this back in the exact spot that it's in right now, because I like the way that it measures out, because it's the same width on both sides. All right, let's make some marks. And I don't mean skid marks. All right, so here's where I'm at. 9.5 inches from each side to the center of the pipe, 1 inch from the bottom of the gas tank down. And from standing back here, they look to be about the same. The one on the right looks to be dropped down a little bit more, but I'm telling you, it's 1 inch from the top of the gas tank. So it's just the way that the pipe looks like it's coming down for some reason, but we can adjust it. We will try, but I think it looks pretty good. All right, from here up, from the pipe up, let me get that bracket and show you. Okay, so here's the brackets that we're repurposing again, and they're gonna go right there. We're gonna weld those in. We're gonna leave enough room for a little rubber isolator bushing that we're gonna have to make. That'll be rigid welded in right there. We've got another one up front, right in front of the muffler, that's holding it to the frame that you saw. Used to be a fender brace. Love using these repurposed parts, remaking them, making them into something else. So that right there is gonna hold all of this in the position that we want it to be in. We gotta do some more trick stuff to it, so let's go do that. All right, so here's our repurposed exhaust pipe brackets that we're gonna mount to the back. These holes right here serve no purpose whatsoever other than just making it look cool. We chamfer the edges down, and these holes right here will coincide with some holes that we'll drill in the cross member for the rear shock cross member, and that'll hold the exhaust up. So let me know what you think. Now these are different thicknesses because it came out of that sheet metal that was not any good for the 36, but it's gonna be perfect for this. You can't see them both at the same time. They're both overkill anyway. And once we dress the edges, like we did the holes, these are going to look like, yeah, they're going to look cool. So we'll do that next.
All right, we're going to clean these things up a little bit, make them look pretty presentable, get all the rust off of them, and turn them into a piece of art. Now, we could have went down and bought us some of these things for 50 bucks a piece, but we made these out of some scrap that was also scrapped from a project. Don't throw that stuff away if you've got a place to put it, guys. It'll come in handy. All right, so let's take a look at what we just got through making, guys, with your help. Once again, scrap to pleasure. This is, once these are primed and painted and welded in and all of that, it's going to make a very, very nice piece. I promise you, over what you could buy or make. Now, you could carry this even further. You could put an I-beam, weld an I-beam to it, sandblast it, make it look cast, paint it slick like we're going to do with the exhaust. But we still got to weld it in, and we still got to drill some holes in the cross member to finish it all off. But look what we've done. That's how you do it, guys. Making something cool out of something you would throw away. All right, so one last test fit just to see what these things look like after they're cleaned up. And I believe it's really going to be nice. You can turn these things whichever way you want. So we can either put them up there arced out, inward or outward. Not really sure what looks good yet, but we'll take a look at it closer when we get it down on the ground to where we can weld them in. We're always giving away free swag every month for those that like, tag, share, subscribe. Just do one of the following. Leave a comment. The random YouTube generator will pick a winner every time that we give something away. So make sure that you're part of that and come join the fun. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, got a lot of hot rod fun coming up this week. So hit that notification bell so you'll be one of the ones that sees what's going on first. Yeah, that ought to do it. Now get out in the garage and go build something. See you guys in an upcoming episode. Let's get the welder out.